Hello viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Your host for today is Mr. Nedo, Mr. Mliata Frederick, and today's topic is a cross-cutting issue. It is a cross-cutting issue because it is affecting each and every age, be it a child, be it a youth, or an old-aged person. It is important that you pay attention so that you learn, because it is very much important that you have knowledge, and this knowledge will never be taken away from you. So it is important that you tune in so that you pay attention. The topic under discussion today is STIs. We are going to learn about STIs. What are STIs? We are going to have general knowledge questions, and also we are going to look at signs and symptoms of STIs. Of course, not forgetting the categories, the diseases that are classified under STIs. Also, we are going to talk about modes of transmissions. We are going to talk about how one can protect him or herself from STIs. And also we are going to talk about, we are going to ask the guest for today on the curable diseases, those diseases that are under STIs. Are they all curable, or some are curable, others are not curable? That's what we are going to discuss for today. So we are going to have a specialized nurse under Ministry of Health. She's going to explain to us in details what STIs are. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Like I mentioned, we are having a nurse in the studio who is going to explain to us the so-called STIs. Welcome, madam.
Thank you very much.
Sure. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Fine, thank you so much. We are very much happy to host you here.
Happy to be here as well.
Thank you so much. Madam, kindly try to introduce yourself to the viewers and tell us about your profession.
Okay, so my name is KAWINA. I'm a registered nurse. I'm currently volunteering at Kawinga Boarding Secondary School clinic.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's what I can just say.
Thank you so much. Okay, madam, I think my first question is what are STIs, and why do you think it is important for people to talk about them openly like this?
Okay, so STIs, these are sexually transmitted infections.
Okay.
So usually these ones, they are passed through, it can either be vaginal, oral, or anal.
Okay.
Yes, so they are in different types. There is what we call, there are viruses.
Okay.
Then we also have parasites and also bacteria.
Okay.
Yes, so talking openly about this matter is because silence is what makes STIs spread.
Okay.
So believe me, 7% of 10 people, you find that they are having STIs, but they're not, they're not giving signs of STIs.
Okay.
Yes, so I think that's what I can just say for now.
Thank you so much. Maybe my next question is what kind of diseases are classified under STIs?
Okay, so we can say there are two categories, or let me say three.
Okay.
But though I'm going to put, let me say bacteria,
Okay.
and then there's parasites.
Okay.
So we can put bacteria and parasites together.
Okay.
Yes, so under bacteria there is syphilis,
Okay.
chlamydia. Yes, I think those,
Okay.
they fall under bacteria. And these ones, they are curable.
Okay.
This is where we use antibiotics like penicillin to treat these type of STIs under bacterial.
Okay.
And then we also have viruses. So under viral we have HIV, and then we also have herpes, and then we also have HPV, which is called human papilloma virus. Yes, so that's what I can just say. And I forgot, there is also hepatitis B.
What's that?
Hepatitis B. Okay, this is usually this one affects the liver.
Okay.
Yes, so you can usually get this through body contacts. It can also be maybe fluids. Let me say, okay, I'm sweating, I have hepatitis B, right? Then if we get in contact with me, you can contact the disease from me. Then also under sexual activities as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. That's nice. Thank you so much. The next question, madam, is okay. Why do you think many people are still uncomfortable discussing issues to do with the STIs in the society today?
Okay, so there is what we call stigma.
Okay.
There are many reasons we have stigma, misinformation, and also culture. Many people link STIs to, let me say, shame, immorality. So there is also fear. People fear to be judged.
Okay.
Yeah. So people fear if they are judged, what are they going to think? Some they say, no, this can't happen to me. And then we also have maybe if we talk about let me say sexy things. Let me say in our culture, let me say Zambia, talking about sex is taboo. Yes. Then so you may find that parents and also in schools, people don't talk about sex. Okay. So it's better as the health personnel, we have to bring this on open so that people are free to talk about this stuff.
Sure.
Yes.
I think you're right. In Zambian societies, you find that such issues to do with such are not openly discussed. So I think thank you so much for that answer. My next question, madam, is what are the most common STIs affecting people today?
Okay, so we can say in Zambia, mostly common STIs are chlamydia, gonorrhea, HPV, which is a human papilloma virus. We also have HIV.
Okay.
Yeah, I think those are the things which affect. What can I say? Okay, those are the what? What was your question again?
I was saying, what are the most common STIs affecting people today?
Okay, I think that's it. Chlamydia, HIV, human papilloma virus. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yes.
Thank you so much. My next question.
Yes.
What are the causes of STIs?
Okay, so the causes of STIs are microorganisms. Just like I said, there's bacteria, there are viruses, there are parasites.
Okay.
Yes, so these are passed through unprotected sex.
Okay.
Yes, contact, sharing needles, in some cases maybe from mother to child, just like that.
Mother to child.
Yes.
Mother to child. What do you mean?
By, let me say, maybe breastfeeding.
Okay.
Yes, breastfeeding, and also maybe negligence of health personnel when delivering.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Next question, madam. Can STIs affect both men and the women equally?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Though, what can I say? Let me say, usually these STIs mostly they affect women.
Okay.
Yes, usually some women you can have STIs, but it takes time for them to show signs and symptoms compared to men.
Okay.
Yes, but it affects both.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is a compulsory one. Okay, thank you so much. Those joining us, today's topic is STIs, and I'm your host, Mr. Nedo, Mr. Mliata Frederick, and our guest is Miss Obustrisha KAWINA. We are still having a lot of questions that you may benefit and learn through when you talk about STIs. Thank you so much. Madam, back to you. Okay.
Yes.
Which age group is mostly affected by STIs?
Okay. The age which is usually affected by these STIs it is. Let me say 15 to 29 years.
Okay, 15
Yes,
to 29.
Yes, because usually we have higher rates on, let me say, teenagers, or just like I said, 15 to 29 years. This is because of biological factors, higher rates of new partners. You may find that, okay, mostly younger people, they've got different and many multiple partners.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I can just say. And lower persistence of condom use. Mostly people, they don't usually condomize.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I can just say.
Okay. Yeah. Getting to your answer, you mentioned young people mostly they have multiple partners.
Yes.
I think it's that song by JM, if I'm not mistaken. Kupana umechina kushopanga. Could that be the reason? Because atuana kuyonga yonga. Maybe.
It could be.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, madam. Okay. Next question, madam. Okay, are young people today at a higher risk of contracting STIs?
Yes.
What?
Yes, just like I said, multiple partners, low condom use, influence of social media.
Okay.
Then we also have limited access to accurate sexual health education.
Okay.
Most people are not, let me say in schools, people are not free of talking about these issues. Yes, I don't know if they think maybe if we talk about sexual issues, they'll think that maybe these people will engage themselves into sexual activities. Yeah. Okay. So, and then also the good news is that the risk drops of knowledge of this. If you educate, let me say, if you educate or the public, or let me say these people who are being affected, the teenagers, I think it will be better because preventing is better than cure.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's proceed to the signs and the symptoms. Viewers, I hope you are enjoying yourselves here because it is very much educative. We need to learn a lot. So here you found us. We are talking about now signs and symptoms of STIs. My first question, madam.
Yes.
Okay. What are some of the common signs and symptoms of STIs that people should never ignore?
Okay, so we have unusual discharge. If you see any discharge coming out from, let me say, if in males from your genital organs.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see any discharge coming out, you have to visit the clinic or maybe the hospital. Then there's also burning sessions. There's also, okay, let me say burning when you're urinating. There's also painful when you're having sex intercourse. Then the bumps around the genital areas. We also have lower abdominal pains. Then unusual bleeding. Then itching also. Let me say if maybe okay, it can be both itchiness of the genital organs. Yeah. Then some also abscesses. Yeah, on the private part.
Okay.
Yes.
You mentioned of discharge.
Yes.
So from the number of classified STIs, can we say all those one can experience discharge, or they are specific from those that can just maybe bring about discharge?
Yeah, some of course, but you know, absence of all these I've mentioned, it doesn't mean that you don't have an infection.
Okay.
Some it takes time for it to show. Just like I said, in females, it takes time for you to know that you're having STIs. Okay. So it's better maybe if you have engaged yourself in multiple partners, or if you engage yourself in sexual activities, it's better you go for testing. Than just saying because you will never know. Some they show these signs and symptoms. Some it takes time for the signs and symptoms to show.
Thank you so much. Next on the signs and symptoms. Okay. The next question, madam, is it possible for someone to have an STI without it showing symptoms?
Yes. So it takes. It also takes. It takes years. It can take months. It can take years for the signs and symptoms to show. Just like I said, if you engage yourself in sexual activities, you need to visit your nearest clinic.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So sometimes you may have it, but
Yeah.
no sign, no symptom.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay. Next, when should do a person visit a healthy facility after noticing unusual symptoms?
Come again?
Okay, the question is when should do a person visit a health facility after noticing unusual symptoms?
Okay. So immediately you notice the unusual symptoms, you have to visit the hospital or rather the nearest clinic.
Okay.
Don't self-medicate yourself from maybe these medicines we buy from the pharmacies. So the better you go to the clinic, they treat you. You know, most these public clinics and hospitals, they offer free testing of STIs, and
Sure.
also they also give treatment which is free of charge.
It is free of charge.
Yeah, so
Okay.
people, they just need to be free, visit your nearest clinic, do the testing, and get treated.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. So immediately, okay, immediately here there is something, don't even wait to say, I think let me wait for tomorrow. According to our healthy personnel here, just visit the nearest healthy what? Post. Obviously, thank you so much. Next, can untreated STI lead to serious health complications?
Yes.
Okay.
It leads to that. Let me say, more especially bacterial STIs.
Okay.
Just like I said. So if untreated STIs takes long, or it hasn't been treated, just like I said, untreated STIs, it can lead to infertility.
Okay.
Or you can also have what we call a pelvic inflammatory disease.
Okay.
Yes. So in women, they can go under ectopic pregnancy because of the untreated STIs. Then there is also increase of HIV risk. Untreated syphilis can risk or damage the heart and also the brain. It also affects the baby.
Oh.
Let me say if someone is pregnant. Yes. So that's why if someone is pregnant, we advise them when they've come for antenatal, we do all the testing. Do HIV testing, syphilis, everything is done. That's because of we need to also care for the baby.
Sure. Thank you so much. I hope we are paying attention. Please, when you are going for pregnancy test, you are told to say we are testing for syphilis, HIV, gonorrhea. Take it seriously because you've heard the reasons to why they do such testing so that at least your child is protected. Thank you so much. We are heading to the modes of transmission. Viewers, we are talking about STIs. I'm your host, Mr. Mliata Frederick, aka Mr. Nedo, and my guest is Nancy Obstricia. We are talking about STIs. This is a cross-cutting issue because it applies to everyone. And those of you that are following, I think it's very much beneficial because you've gotten a lot of knowledge from the discussion for today. Heading to the next item, which is modes of transmission. Okay. Madam, the first question is how are STIs transmitted?
Okay, so the main route is the unprotected sexual intercourse.
Okay.
Yes. So this, just like I said in our previous question, so you can get these STIs through sexual intercourse. It can either be vaginal, oral, and also anal.
Okay.
Yes. So some like herpes and the human papillomavirus, this can be spread through skin. Just like I mentioned, we have hepatitis B contacts.
Okay.
You get in contact with a person who's having hepatitis or herpes, you can still get that through just contact because of the body fluids. Yes. Then you also have other STIs like HIV, then syphilis, hepatitis B, which is spread through shared needles, and also from mother to child.
Okay.
Yes.
Mother to child. Maybe let me just extract a question here.
Okay.
Okay, on the transmission. Can the STIs be transmitted through things like maybe mosquito biting? Those, STIs, is it possible?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
So they cannot be transmitted. Thank you so much. Okay. Our host, our guest is Miss Obstricia. If you want to follow her, go on YouTube and search Trisha. You are able to find her on Facebook, Trisha, and also on WhatsApp with the numbers on the screen. You are able to contact her, more especially seeking healthy advice. I'm sure you are able to get her so that you have knowledge. Thank you so much, madam. Next question: how can one protect himself or herself from STIs?
Okay, so you need to use protection.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
They also have to, with protection, let me say condoms, you need also to know how to wear the condom correctly.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's the first thing I can say.
Mhm.
Then also get tested and know your partner's status.
Okay.
Yes, I think that is the second item on
Okay.
how you can prevent yourself from getting. Then also limit the number of sexual intercourse.
Okay.
If you have one partner, that one is enough for you.
Okay.
Yes. And then avoid also sharing needles or personal items with other people. Yes. Then also be careful with alcohol and drugs.
Okay.
Yes.
Alcohol and drugs.
Yes. So with when we say hepatitis, usually the hep is usually coming from the liver.
Okay.
Yes. So we say most things we take, they are being worked on by the liver.
Okay.
Yes. So imagine taking alcohol and drugs. We are overusing. Basically, the last time we had that topic was on substance abuse.
Yes.
So alcohol and drugs, some people will tend to abuse these things. So imagine you're taking alcohol and also abusing drugs. You are making your liver to overwork. So when your liver is stressed, overworking, it gets inflamed.
Okay.
So usually that's how I think that's also that's how sometimes hepatitis can come in as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes when you talk of alcohol, sometimes when someone is working under the influence of drugs, we even make wrong decisions.
Yeah.
So sometimes you may end up even encountering the people that are even affected.
Yeah.
Next, maybe are the STIs curable?
Yes. So just like we said, the earlier the better, but not all STIs are treatable. Yeah. So like bacterial STIs like syphilis, gonorrhea, those are curable.
Okay.
We use antibiotics to treat that. For example, we use basil penicillin. That's what we use to treat these type of STIs. But there is what we call viral STIs. For example, HIV, human papilloma virus. These ones, they are just drugs that we use to help suppress the signs and symptoms and also boost the CD4 count for maybe let me say the person just to help them live, because otherwise there is no treatment for viral STIs.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Viewers, we are still under the discussion of the topic STIs. I'm sure you have benefited a lot. I think before before we end this, I will allow my guest to give me the closing line, anything that you need to talk about what we have talked about today. Yeah.
Okay, so what I can just say is that if we want to, let me say, prevent ourselves from contracting STIs, condomize, visit your nearest clinic, because just like we say, some they don't show the signs and symptoms of STIs. So the earlier the better. You go at the clinic, you get tested. If you are found with these STIs, you'll be treated. I think that's what I can just say for
Okay.
now. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. We were talking about STIs. We've said STIs are sexually what?
Transmitted infections.
Yes, that's what our guest here has educated us. We've gone into the general knowledge, what we need to know in general about STIs. We've talked about signs and symptoms. How can you see that this person is, or not just this person, or you're yourself just saying, I am affected with these STIs. We have been educated. We've talked about the transmission of the STIs. We've talked about how we can prevent ourselves from these same STIs, and we've talked about certain STIs that can be treated and those that cannot be treated. So we have a lot to talk about, but today we are talking about STIs, like you have heard. As the Trisha TV, we still have a lot to talk about. This is not the end. We have a lot. Keep on following us. You'll be able to get more about what you need. More especially, our target is to a youth. You have to learn a lot about these days, because the major focus of life is at youth, because that is the time when we make wrong or right decisions. My guest, the words of advice or anything that you can talk about. How can people contact you? Maybe give them your phone number so that they are able to reach you for a healthy talk.
Okay, so you can contact me on 096 95 66 355.
Okay.
That's my WhatsApp number.
Okay.
Yes. You can also message me on Facebook.
Okay.
Obstetricia Richards.
Okay.
That's the name. That's my username on Facebook.
Sure.
Yes, and then on YouTube, you can just search for Trisha.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I was your host, Mr. Neto, Mr. Mudiata Frederick, and I was with my guest here, Miss Obstetricia. And I think viewers, you have benefited a lot, and we would just like to thank you for everything, for watching. What you do is don't just be there. What you should do is click on that sign so that you follow us, you like our page, you share, and that is a great favor that you have done to us. Madam, thank you so much. Stay tuned.